Hello everyone, this is Shivleela from APPA Public School. Okay, today I'm handling mathematics for grade 6. I think instead of directly going to the chapter, let me briefly introduce maths and its syllabus for 6th standard. First of all, what is maths? Okay, being a teacher, I got plenty of answers, like funny answers also. Like maths is a book of problems. Yes, absolutely, it's a book of problems. But along with that, we should not forget it. It has solutions also, right? Yes, most of the students says maths has plenty of problems how to solve. How it is very difficult to study also. See, if you say study, the way of study is different for maths. Okay, for maths, you should not sit and recite, you should not sit and by heart math. You have to read the problems, you have to understand, solve it. In most of the situations, you have to imagine this is actually happening in your day-to-day life. It's already you are in that problem and how to solve it. In that way, if you go, you can. And obviously, as we know, practice make man perfect. If we to learn math properly and perfectly, we have to practice it in a well manner and in a right manner. Okay, so now let me go briefly through the index part, I mean syllabus. I hope all of you have got your textbook. Okay, instead first let me say how many branches are there in maths. See, up to from KG to 5th standard, you have studied maths, right? From KG, numbers has been started for you. Numbers you have studied. In KG, I think up to 100 you have studied, then it is up to thousands, then 10,000s. You have studied the numbers, you have studied the operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, right? You have, I mean, even you have studied the tables. Tables comes under multiplication, and the same tables are used for division also, right? Yes. Then again, you have studied shapes also. What shape is your room? What shape is your chalk piece, right? Like that. Even you have studied the shapes also. Shapes are also in two ways, like 2D shapes and 3D shapes. You have studied it. So these are the branches of maths. Okay. Instead of naming the branch, you have already studied. Now let me name those branches. Okay. See, majorly maths has 3 branches. Okay. This one is arithmetic. Arithmetic is nothing but study of numbers. Study of numbers. Then, second branch is geometry. Geometry is nothing but it's a branch of maths which deals with shapes. 2D shapes, 3D shapes, curves, regular curves, irregular curves, like that. Okay, then what is the third one? These two you know. Okay, I think you may not know these names, but you knew this study of numbers. You have already studied shapes also. But what is the third type? That third type and will be there up to your 10th standard. Okay, you can't say this year I have studied and I can stop it here only. You can't. Okay, you have to see maths is interlinked. Every chapter, every concept are interlinked to the class, from class to class. What you are studying here in the 6th standard will continue in 7th standard, and in 7th standard few new concepts will be introduced, and those new concepts will continue in 8th standard, and so on. Okay, now let me know what is the third branch. Now the third branch is algebra. Algebra here, it includes both the branches, okay, which deals with both. Now, which deals with the numbers also, which deals with the shapes also, but there you will have one unknown number. Okay, so algebra, which deals with the unknown numbers. That unknown numbers are known as variable. All these variable, constant, everything will explain in this particular chapter. Okay, I'll explain it in detail in this particular chapter. Now, one more branch is there, that is calculus part. That calculus will be there in your college section, not here. Okay, and then to another part, that is trigonometric part. That trigonometry will be there for 10th standard, not now. But these are the basics. Okay, when the foundation is good, then the building will be very strong, right? If you have got good foundation or good knowledge in your basic classes, then you won't find any difficulty in your higher classes. Okay, because these maths are interlinked. Whatever you will study here, that will be continued there, and again new concepts will be introduced. See, algebra will introduce here. This concept will continue in your higher classes. Okay, and this geometry was introduced in your basic classes and continue even now also. This is there even up to 10th. Okay, and even after that also. Okay, now see, now why I said this. See, maths always divided based on this. Okay, not exactly. Every maths has all these branches from this year. Okay, these many years this part was not there. Only these two parts was there. And from now you will have all these parts. And from in 10th you will have one more branch, that is trigonometry. Okay, and it is not necessary now. Now I won't wait. Okay, let it be now. So see, as I said, let us get to know briefly what is our syllabus for 6th standard. Okay, totally we have 14 chapters for 6th standard. Okay, totally 14 chapters. Out of that, 8 chapters based on numbers. Okay, and 5 chapters based on shapes. And the remaining 1 chapter based on algebra, that is just an introduction part. Okay, here all alphabets will be used to represent the numbers. Okay, because we will be not knowing exact number. Those exact numbers will be known as constant. The unknown numbers are known as variables. Everything in detail I'll explain in that particular chapter. Now, what I mean, which and all those chapters, if you have already, I hope you have got all the textbooks, right? Once you just go through the index part. There we have knowing our numbers, then whole numbers, integers, playing with numbers, fractions, decimals, ratio and proportion, data handling. These are the chapters you have to deal with numbers. Then shapes, basic geometrical ideas, understanding elementary shapes, mensuration, practical geometry, and symmetry. These are all the chapters based on shapes. And then algebra is a this is a brief introduction about the syllabus. Now let me go to the first chapter. Let us start the syllabus because it's already too late for this starting the syllabus, right? So let me start the syllabus. Our first chapter of math is knowing our numbers. First chapter is knowing our numbers. What and all we are going to study in this chapter. Here already you have studied the large numbers. Okay, I'll just briefly say about the large numbers. Large numbers. How to name these large numbers using the system of numeration. We have 2 types of system of numeration, that is Indian system of numeration and international system of numeration. Then use of brackets. Brackets. What is the use of bracket? Why should we use brackets while solving the problems? Most of the students will do that mistake. They just ignore the brackets. But ignoring the bracket will lose your mark and will confuse you a lot. And your answer will be varied. Next is estimation. Estimation, here you have to study the general rule for addition, subtraction, multiplication, and rough estimation and close estimation. You have to study under estimation. The last one is Roman numerals. What we are used here? See, these are Arabic numerals. This is Roman numeral. Okay, that is what we have to study in this chapter. Okay, these are the topics we have to study. Okay, now I'll just rub it out. First, large numbers. Large numbers. See, when we get the large numbers, you know the smallest two-digit number is 10. Great is 9. Where if we go to the predecessor of 9 and successor of 9, we'll get 8 and 10, isn't it? So 10 is a two-digit number. If I multiply it by one more 10, what answer will I get? I'll get 100. If I multiply it with one more 10, I'll get 1000. Three-digit number, four-digit number. Multiply it with one more 10, five-digit number. Repeat it, six-digit number. Once again, seven-digit number. Repeat it, eight-digit number. Repeat, nine-digit number, isn't it? These are the large numbers. Number of digits we have. 6-digit, 7-digit, 8-digit, 9-digit. How to read it? The way of reading, number of digits will be same, but the way of reading depends on the system of numeration. According to Indian system of numeration, we will read it in a different way, and according to international system of numeration, we will read it in a different way. So let us know that. What is the way of reading according to Indian system of numeration and international system of numeration? Before reading the number, let us go through the place value. Okay, place value already you have studied. Up to thousands or lakhs you have studied in your smaller classes. Let us recall it. Yes. See, ones. This is according to Indian system of numeration. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, lakhs, 10 lakh, crore, 10 crore. Have you observed the pattern? Which pattern has been worked here? See, 1 into 10 is tens. 10 into 10 is 100. 100 into 10, thousands. 1000 into 10. Okay, I'm very sorry. 1000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, crore, 10 crore. So here, when we move from right side towards left side, it is increased by 10 times. Times represents multiplication. Okay, so see here is a group of ones. Ones group has 3 digits and remaining digits has 2. So commas according to Indian system we will use in this way. First 3 digits, remaining 2 digits. Okay, so first 3 digits will have ones, tens, hundreds, and remaining will be having 1000, 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakh, 1 crore, 10 crore. This is according to Indian system of numeration. According to Indian system of numeration, if I read this, I'll get 10 lakhs, right? Now, let me go to international system of numeration. Place value first. Ones, tens, hundreds is ones part. According to Indian international system of numeration, the commas will come after every 3 digits from right side. Okay? Then 1000, 10,000, then what is the next one? It is 100,000. Next, million. 1 million, 10 million, 100 million. Same way. Billion. 1 billion, 10 billion, 100. 1 trillion, 10 trillion, 100 trillion. In that way, international system of numeracy. In here, what is the use of international system? Here we can read up to 15 digits also, even more than that also. Here we have to go through Arab and all. Almost we don't have that in syllabus, right? Yes. Now see, according to international system of numeration, how can I read it? I'll write the same digits once again. According to international system of numeration, it is 1 million. Same number of digits. The way of reading is different, isn't it? So then that means we have some similarities between Indian system of numeration and international system of numeration. Let us see that. Ones, tens, hundreds, they are equal, right? Then thousands are also equal, 10,000s are also equal. These are also equal. That means 1 lakh equals to 100,000. As we just know, it is increased by 10. So 1 lakh equals to 10 times 10,000. Right? Then 10 lakhs equals to 10 times 1 lakh. In the same way, 10 lakh equals to 1 million. This is the similarity between Indian and international. 1 crore equals to 10. Then 10 crore equals to 100 million. 1 million equals to 10 lakhs. This is the similarity between Indian system and international system. Okay, now let us go to the next topic, that is the use of commas. Why should we use the commas? Why should we use the commas? For example, I'll just write a problem, that is 3 into 2 minus 1 into 5 plus 3, and I'll add something here, into 5 divided by 25. This is a problem. Okay, this is a problem. How to solve it? We have all operations here: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, with which we should go first. Being a math student, we should know Bodmer's rule, right? Almost if we know Bodmer's rule, if it is no bracket, the same. But if brackets are not given, even if you don't know the Bodmer's rule, then it is very difficult to solve, right? We may get different answers. If we add these, subtract these, multiply these, then divide, we may get different answer, right? So instead of that, if brackets are given, see, this is a bracket, this is a bracket, and this is a bracket. If it is given, no confusions at all, right? Always we know that we should solve from bracket first. We should solve from bracket first, then should go to the remaining part. So 25 by 5 is 5 into 3 2s are 6 minus 1 into 5 plus 3, 6. Again, here we have the confusion, right? If brackets are given in a clear way, then we won't get any confusions. If it is not, then again we may get confusion. Should we do this or this, right? If there is no bracket. Now I have put the bracket. No confusions. 5 6 are 30 minus 1 6 are 1 6. If I subtract it, I'll get a 24, and a clear-cut answer we will get. Isn't it? Yes. This is the use of bracket. Why should we use bracket? To just avoid the confusions to solve the problem. Okay. If we have clear separation among the operations, then we won't get any confusion and we won't even get the wrong answer. Or else there is a lot of chances to get wrong answer, or else we may stuck in between what to do. Right? Yes. Now let us go to the next topic, That is estimation. Estimation. What is estimation? What is estimation? Estimation is nothing but approximating a value to its required accuracy. Okay? Approximating a value to the required accuracy. Okay? To get a quick answer, we will use this. Okay? So where will we use this estimation? In our day-to-day life, regularly we will use. See, your parents will go to the market, right, to purchase a few items. They won't say the particular amount what they have paid. They'll say around. For example, they have purchased few items. The cost of those items will be like this: 373, 585, 168, 3, and so on. They have purchased a few things, and the cost of that is this. What's the answer? They won't say, okay, they'll pay a correct amount only, they won't pay more. But if you ask how much you have spent on the purchasing, they'll say around. What's that around answer? We have, that is nothing but rounding the numbers to get a quick answer. Now, see, estimation involves the approximating, how to approximate. How to approximate? Approximation is nothing but rounding the numbers to the nearest place value which is required. You can round off to the tens place value or hundreds place value or thousands place value. Okay, that required place value you can round off. Okay, to round off to the particular place value, we have to observe its previous digit. If that digit is 5 or more than 5, the number will increase by 1. Okay. If that is less than 5, the number will be as it is. It won't change. Now, first place, I will get a 373 will become 400. 3 will become 4 and remaining zeros. Next, 5 will become 6 followed by the zeros because 8 is more than 5. Then, what 168 will become? Obviously, 200. Next, 300. 10, 15, remaining zeros. Around 1,500 I spent on this purchase, they'll say like this, isn't it? Yes. This is the use of estimation. Estimation will say the nearer answer, around answer, approximate answer, not accurate. Okay, answer will be not accurate, but you will get a quick answer around this much might be. This is very useful in our day-to-day life. We may have the plan. See, if from school side they'll say you have to pay for school books this much, you have to pay for uniform this much, you have to pay school fee this much, you have to pay van fee this much. They'll say particular figures. Okay, to get a particular idea how much I have to carry, how much should I take with me to pay them. There, this estimation is very useful. You can say, okay, around I have to carry this much of amount to pay there. Okay, this is very. Here we have some general rule for addition, subtraction, and multiplication. Okay. Then what is the general rule? First of all, what is the general rule? It's a rule followed to get the quick answer. Now, see, I'll give an example. For example, I have 2,583 plus 3,158. This is a question. Now, see, as I said, we can round off to the tens place value, hundreds place value, or thousands place value. Which is the general rule I should follow here? I'll explain you. See, first I'll add this and I'll get an accurate answer first. Okay? 11, 9 plus 5, 14, 6 plus 1, 7, 5. This is the accurate answer. Now, let me round off to the different place values. First, let me round off to the tens place value. 2, 5, 8, 3. Tens place value means I have to observe ones place. This is 3, then 8 will be as it is, it won't change its value. So, 2, 5, 8 followed by 0. Next, 3. Here, 8 is more than 5, so 5 will become 6. It will increase by 1, so I'll have this. Add 4, 6, 5. Right? Now, I'll round off the numbers to the nearest hundreds place value. What will I get? 2, 5, 8, 3, 3, 1, 5, 8. Hundreds place value means I have to observe tens place. Here it is 8. Then this will increase by 1. 5 will become 6. So 2, 6 followed by zeros. Next, 5 again, 1 will increase by 1. That is 2. 3, 2, 0, 0. Add it. Right? Now, I'll go for the thousands place now. 2, 5, 8, 3. That is 5. 2 will become 3 and remaining zeros. And 3, 1, 5, 8. This is 1. 3 will be as it is. It won't change. So what answer I'll get? Round off this number to the right? Quick answer. This is very quick. Instead of going through this, isn't it? So general rule is a rule which is used to get a quick answer. Okay, which place value when you round off will give a quick answer, quick and nearly equal answer. That is your answer. Okay. See, if I round off to the thought, I don't say no, we can. But if I round off to 10,000s place, thousands place is 2. That is less than 5. Right? That means it will be 0 only. It won't change. 0 will be 0. Even here also. So when I add, I get answer 0. Is it have any relation with the answer? No. Right? So that's why instead of doing with that, that is wrong. So that's why thousands, round off to thousands place value is a good, better answer. Right? So this is the same rule will be followed for subtraction also. Okay, the same rule will be followed for the subtraction. And one more thing we have to keep it in mind is here when the same for addition, when you round off the numbers, you have to round off both the one number if you round off to thousands place and another number if you round off to hundreds place. That is wrong. Okay, that is only the condition you have to follow. Okay, you have to round off both the numbers for same place value for addition and subtraction. But in case of multiplication, it is different. In case of multiplication, you can round off both the numbers to the same, different place value. This, I won't rub it. Let me keep it like this only. I'll say why it is kept like this only. Now, multiplication, see, for example, if you have 2185 into 90, if this is your problem, round off to the last place value to get a quick answer, right? So 2000 into 20, right? 2 to the 4, remaining 4 zeros. See, within a fraction of seconds, we will get answer. That is the use of estimation and use of general rule. Okay, to get a quick answer, we'll use the general rule just to get a quick answer. Okay, now why we kept this one? See here, one thing you observe, this is the accurate answer. Okay, and these three are approximate answers. You just say is very close to the answer. Which answer is very close to the accurate answer? 5,741, 5,640, 5,800 and 6,000, right? 5,740, 5,800, and 6,000, which is very close to the answer, accurate answer. Obviously, this is very close to the accurate answer, right? Right? So this is closer estimation. Closer estimation means you have to round off the number to the tens place. These two are the rough estimation. Okay. Among these two again, if we say among these two, this is closer, this is rough estimation. Among these two, this is closer, this is rough estimation. Okay. Closer estimation and rough estimation is nothing but the answer which is very close to the accurate answer is closer estimation. The answer which is a little bit, which have a bit more difference between the approximate answer and accurate answer is rough estimation. Okay, so this is closer estimation, comes under rough estimation. Okay, so closer estimation and rough estimation is nothing but you have to get the answer in such a way the answer must be very close to the accurate answer. Okay, this is closer estimation and rough estimation. This is all about estimation. Now let us go to the last topic of this chapter, that is Roman numerals. Roman numerals. See, already I have circled it. This is Arabic numerals, what we have used these many years, even our schooling starts with these numbers only, right? And this is Roman numerals. Here we won't find any number. These two are the English alphabets, isn't it? So Roman numerals is a type of a number where not a single digit will be used. Only few English alphabets will be used to represent the numbers up to crores and millions also. Okay, from the different system of numeration, but the numbers are same, right? Now, which not all English alphabets, only few are English alphabets. Which are all those few English alphabets? They are I and B, X, L, C, D, and yeah. Only these many alphabets will be used to represent the numbers. Okay, and see, this I represents 1, V for 5, this is for 10, this is 50, this is 100, this is 500, and this is 1000. I said we can represent up to crores and all, and these are only up to thousands. How can we write up to crores? Here we have some rules to follow. Okay, if we follow the rules in a correct manner, we can write up to crores also. What are those rules? The first rule is we can repeat few alphabets in among these, but not all alphabets, only few. Which are all? I, S, C, M. We can repeat these alphabets only for this is the first rule we have to follow is I, X, and M. These are the alphabets we can repeat. But how many times? Only 3 times, not more than that. Okay, we can repeat these alphabets only 3 times. These remaining alphabets we can't repeat. We can write it only once. Okay, we can't repeat it. So that repetition only for 3 times. For example, see here, I'll show you 1, 2, 3, over 3 times. How to write 4? We have 5 here. How to write 4? See, from 5 you have to subtract 1. Okay. How will you get to know this is subtraction? See, if the alphabet is written on the left side of another alphabet, then the value will be subtracted. Okay. If the alphabet is written on the left side, the value will be subtracted. If the alphabet is written on the right side, the value will be added. Okay. And On the left side, you can write only once. That means you can subtract the value only once, but you can add up to 3 times. That means, let's see, 5 plus 1 is 7. 5 plus 1 is 8. On the left side, you can write only once, but on the right side, you can write 3 times. I mean, you can repeat the number 3 times. I mean, alphabet for 3 times. Next, 9. From 10, subtract 1. That is 9. From 10, subtract 1 is 9, then 10. That, see here, these alphabets are repeated in the same way. Only these alphabets you can write on the left side and right side of these alphabets. Okay, not these alphabets you can't write on the left side to say I can subtract 5 from 10 to get 5. No, you can't. Okay, you can write only these alphabets on the left side of these to get the answers. For example, this is 10. If I write it twice, I'll get 20. If I write it thrice, I'll get 30. And to get 40, from 50, I have to subtract 10. Okay, from 50, I should subtract a 10 to get 40. That means only these alphabets where we can write even on the right side also. We can't write this. Okay, so this is 50, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, like that. Then 1000, 80, 90, 100, C, 100, 200, 300. Then from 500, subtract 100 to get 400. Then 500, 1000, 2000, 3000, like that. Okay, 1000, 3000, 4000, up to 8,000 we can. No, up to 3000 we can write. Then how to write 4,000, 5,000? See here. V represent 5. V bar represent 5,000. X 10. X bar represents 10,000. L bar represents 50,000. C bar represents 1 lakh. D bar represents 50 lakh. M bar represents 1 crore. So using these alphabets, you can write up to crores also. Okay. So these are the topics you understood. Was the topic. So these are the topics you have to study under this chapter. Shall we quickly review the topics what and all we have studied here? Yes. Come on. What and all we have studied today? We have studied the first chapter, knowing our numbers. Under knowing our numbers, we have studied the large numbers, Indian system of numeration, international system of numeration, relation between the among these two system of numeration, estimation, underestimation, general rule for addition, subtraction, and multiplication. Then rough estimation, closer estimation, lastly, Roman numerals. What are the rules? Which and all alphabets will be used here? What are the rules to follow to write the numbers? When the value will be added, when the value will be subtracted, how without using a single alphabet, single numbers or Arabic numerals, how can we write the numbers up to crores? Everything we have studied under this, right? Yes. This is all about this chapter. From in next clipping, let us deal with the exercises. There are 3 exercises in this chapter. Okay. So the first chapter based on Indian system of numeration and international system of numeration. The second exercise is just like in your day-to-day life. You will be having addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division based on those operations. And the third exercise is based on estimation. And numerals, you don't have any exercises. Roman numerals, you don't have any exercises. But you have to write the Roman numerals. I mean, you have to try to write the Roman numerals as much as you can. Okay. So we will solve the exercises in the next clippings. This is all about today's topic. Okay. I hope you understood and enjoyed the class. Do well. All the best. Thank you.